Hello, people that know how's it doing today. I just want to say, you know the way there's an election going on. Well, there's an election going to be going on the 24th. I think in any democracy or any country or any good country, you would let the candidates speak. You would let the candidates have their fair time and say what they hope to do in Europe or in local elections. But in this case, the media in Ireland, there's a group called actually Anti-Corruption Ireland, and Gemma O'Doherty is the head of Anti-Corruption Ireland, and there's another man called Ben Gilroy who took RT Radio Television Ireland to court today over not being allowed to, I suppose, being active in the debates on RT and Radio Television Ireland, and he lost his claim because the system is corrupt, and it would obviously go with RT. And the other, one thing I have to say, and I say this to RT, if you're any good, if that was me, if I was the head of OT, at least I'd give them a fair say. I wouldn't take a minute out of the 35-minute maybe broadcast and take a minute out of it and just use a minute of it. Because everybody, I'm sure if a person was there I'm sure that was a Fine Gael, I'm sure that was Francis Fitzgerald. Let's just say, for heaven's sake, let's just say for Francis Fitzgerald. And she done a 39-minute interview. You nearly show 25 or 20, nearly 30 minutes of it. You take 5 minutes out of it maybe. That's all you take it out of Francis Fitzgerald. And then you're neglecting the small people who are that Gemma O'Doherty is somebody, and her name might be not as big as Francis Fitzgerald in Europe or in the Dáil or wherever the hell you are, or in your high heels or wherever you are, but they are people, the Irish citizens. They deserve their right. It's in the constitution. They deserve the right to have their say, no matter if it's racist or nothing like that. Because everybody has their right to opinion. They have the right to express their opinion, the right to express their beliefs. If they believe the system's corrupt, as I'm saying here about the justice system, then they have the right to say, "Yous can't shut me down, yous can't shut them down." Because they're saying what they believe. Nobody can change what people can believe. People can make up their own minds. And I say to RTE, if you're doing another election, candidate, broadcast, whatever, give people fair says. Give people fair says. That's all I'm asking. Give people the fair time, and let people explain why they're doing this, why they want to go to Europe and to fight for anti-corruption and for Fine Gael, for Fianna Fáil, no matter what party they are. Just give them a say. Like, there might be nobody from the back end of the country, or there might be somebody that's the top knob in the country, but give them a say. For heaven's sake, that's one thing in the Constitution that should be strictly inhibited by, that everybody has the right to the freedom of speech and everybody has the right to express their own opinion and their beliefs. And that's something that's in the Constitution. It's been in it since day one in the Irish Constitution. And it's simple as that. It's not as basic. It's never been changed. That you have the right to express your opinion. You have the right to express your belief. You have the right to your freedom of speech. Some people might not like that. That's democracy. People don't like things. People do like things. That's democracy. That's the way the world works. I might say I don't like bread, and somebody could argue against me saying I eat bread every day. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. That's how democracy works. You challenge the person who is making the decision, who is the head, saying I don't like bread. And other people can challenge you and say, no, I disagree with you, and give you a point and give you your opinion. That's as simple as that. And that's the way they should run the debates. Because literally now they're just literally like picking favourites. And that's really the thing. It's like picking favourites in school. You just pick two students, no matter what they do, you're going to choose them no matter what. But as I said, I rambled on enough. Everybody should have the equal amount of time and everybody should be treated fairly. That's one thing. And nobody should be just pushed aside because they have Anti-Corruption Ireland in their name. And let me just say, Anti-Corruption Ireland is doing great work. Ben Gilroy is doing great work. He spent a lot of time in prison, as we all know. And he was wrongly put in prison for a long, long time. And he's just fighting for what he believes. That's the way the thing is. It's not a crime. What he's fighting for is not a crime. And I would like to argue where in the Constitution does it say that using your will or challenging the judge is not, challenging the judge is a bad thing, but if you know what you're talking about, it's a good thing. Because he knew what he was talking about, the judge didn't like what he was saying, that's the only thing. But anyway, that's enough of me rambling. But just to say, we have to keep the freedom of speech alive, because these people are going for the head of the head in Europe. And we can't just say, we're not bothered to listen to them. Because they're going to be there for the next 5 years. That's a super sad. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe more. And bye.